kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important.
Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are... players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Got his man quickly.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Out routes are timing routes, and the QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
They'll leave it with him. After 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Chanticleers will have it first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Direct snap. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third down, going up top. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now on second down. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Let it bust for a moment, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The shot that clears are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, Defense won that rep. Good coverage.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to keep the offense out there on fourth down. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's right on target. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. Working that left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On second down, looking again to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
On second down, he'll fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's caught inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The AT unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Makes the grab. It's Rasmussen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Good timing on the quick out. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the shot to clears will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. He chucks one out to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He's got the back in the middle. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The shot that clears had this offense rolling. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, shot to clear.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Feeling some heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Coming after him. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Using the quick game. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Unleashes it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll do it himself. Turns it on at midfield. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. No huddle offense to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver reads the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
The slant route is such a versatile route, right? You can throw it against man coverage, zone coverage, third and short, third and medium. It works against a lot of different defenses, and this guy loves throwing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 37. Getting some heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. Escaping down he goes. And the shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the returner will be dragged down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jssu. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The run from the shotgun. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The shot to clear, send out the punt unit. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Makes the grab on the left. On the move is the 30. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Still running at the 40. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
He'll just keep slinging it. Blast it as he lets it go. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Unloads to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. Complete downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want that clock to run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
3:25.
They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out fast. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys